Hello everyone, and welcome to our week 10 and 11 action sheet. What I decided to do is keep sort of a consistent pattern here. We did 8 and 9 together. We're going to do 10 and 11 together. Again, the justification for that is to please continue to work on that final project. All right, I've got a lot of emails. People change some topics, have some really cool ideas they wanted to work with. I'm very flexible on this, so I just want you to have a really great experience with this. So this week we're going to look at the Common Core. I'm sure you've heard of the Common Core in a lot of your other classes, regular methodology classes. But this week I want to focus on how do we approach the Common Core from a technology standpoint and what tools are available for you to use with students to do things, especially in social studies. A big Common Core task is the close reading of text. So we're going to look at some of those aspects this week. All right, so we have this Module 6 folder, and we'll go to the course, and there it is, Common Core Tech Tools for Social Studies. Okay, we'll open that up. All right, and we got our action sheet, we got our discussion, and I got some other things I want to share with you. So let's go back to the action sheet. So you're going to post your initial discussion based on this prompt about this idea of what close reading is of text and how can you apply close reading. Have you ever had any experience with close reading, and how does it work in the social studies classroom, especially in terms of technology? Okay, so you're going to use that post, and we're going to post it to the discussion of week 10. Now this is due by, again, we're changing the schedule a bit, following the Sunday, November 6th. Okay, so there's the drop for the discussion. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to actually go through some great things here. The first is actually a Google Doc that I've created. I offer a lot of professional development for both Canisius, my graduate students at Canisius, but also for teachers at Clarence on how to do this using technology. So I took this sheet from a webinar that I offered on how to do this. So if you actually wanted to watch the whole webinar video, you could. It's about half hour long, and I go through this sheet very carefully. But then each of these videos tells you how to use these tools. So like using Adobe Acrobat Professional or Reader to close read and analyze the text digitally. And I have a kind of a cool example of one that we did in class together. This is one right for my students. We did this in class together where we marked this up, we annotated it, looked at the biases, looked at the use of sources, looked at the thesis statement, and we use highlighting and pop-up bubbles to really kind of dissect and analyze a text and understand how a historian put this particular text together. So that's kind of what we did as an example using Adobe Acrobat. But then I talk about how to use Google Docs and Office tools, how to do this. Now this relates to what we did this following week with mobile devices, Poll Everywhere, Quizlet, Noodle tools, QR codes. How can all of those be used in terms of close reading? And each of these videos speaks directly to that. These aren't overview videos on how to use these tools. These are videos on how to use these tools for Common Core close reading of text. And I talk about Digo and Cami, online annotation tools, making word clouds. These are great word cloud tools. Padlet, awesome tool for creating word walls of phrases and evidence and posting that and sharing them out with students. So these are all videos that speak to that. So you can definitely watch those. Okay, then I talk about like Lucidchart and MindMeister for graphic organizing. I love Lucidchart. It's one of my favorite tools with students for them to make online digital graphic organizers. And Glogster, and there's another tool called Canva, which I should probably add here, of how to make a really cool poster of digital reading of text. So I'll share this one with you. It's from a Civil War student. I asked him to find historical newspaper articles about the Civil War, and this particular student chose the story of Jenny Wade from the Civil War during the Battle of Gettysburg. And here she analyzed the quotes from newspaper articles. She put this all together in a great poster format. She did some screenshots of the actual text of the newspaper, and that was a really great visual of analyzing a close reading of a particular primary source. Okay, so that's kind of what the goal is this week. So please go through this. This is my promotion stuff for the program. But if you really want to watch the whole entire video up here, it might give you a nicer overview of all these tools rather than watching each of the little videos independently. But again, it's up to you. Okay, so we'll go back to that. We'll go back to the folder here. And then I have these great articles about close reading of text. This is a great video of how to analyze Martin Luther King's speech from Birmingham jail. This is a great link to a social studies site of analyzing close reading for history. A great lesson plan from achieve.org. And then this really great lesson from YouTube is an example of close reading of text. So please go through those because there's a lot of great materials there. All right, so then by the following Sunday, these deliverables, by the 13th, I want you to create your own activity that uses one of the technology tools presented, choose a text, and I want you to do a close reading of it and how you would use that with students. Create a brief lesson plan. Bonus, like last time, if you create a screencast and you explain all this in the video, bonus credit for you. And you're going to drop that to the week 11 deliverable, but also reply to your own post in week 10 so others can see it as well. Okay, and then certainly reply to other students' posts. Okay, and there's the deliverable for week 11. All right, and all that is due on the 9th. Okay, so I think I got my dates correct here, right? Oh, that should be due on the 13th. That is a mistake. Okay, that's due on the 13th. We're on a 2-week schedule. Okay, so that's by the 13th. All right, so initial post was due by the 6th. Sorry. Okay, so the first post is about the content is by the 6th, and your deliverable is by the 13th. All right, folks, I'm looking forward to all these great things you're going to make and share, and have a great couple weeks too. All right, take care. Bye-bye.